Welcome everyone, it's RustyMoney here. This is a place of live streams, challenges, let's plays and more. So sit back and relax with your favorite beverage and a delicious donut, and I hope you enjoy this next creation. Welcome back everybody for another episode of the One Tile Challenge by Zorch Farming here on Calmlands by erShaba for Farming Simulator 25 on PlayStation 5. So welcome to, I believe this will be my 7th episode. Hopefully I'm correct when we go to edit this, but we are in January. We have $3,948. I just bought a pallet of chicken feed. We need to take it down to the chickens. I believe I'm going to stick by what I said in the episode 6, which is give myself a buy for paying $5,000 down on the debt for for December when we had that problem with the water trigger and stuff like that. There, now we're strapped. So I might, once we get into a February, then I might make myself try and pay $10,000 because we aren't going to be paying our $5,000 here in January. I have a little bit of something else I want to do, and then start to roll into February. I could mow some grass. I do have some native grass, some native prairie grass we could mow, or meadow grass if you will, which is right up here on the right hand side of the road. All of this grass we could mow, but I think I'm gonna wait. I could mow that little bit over there by our silage bunker over to our beehives, but I think I'm gonna wait, and we're just gonna move into February. I need a little break from mowing, so we'll wait till it gets to the next growth stage and then mow it. That field of grass is ready to mow too, our other field of grass, but we'll wait and let it get to the next growth stage, and try and mow it in February, I hope. We're gonna feed our chickens here a little bit of feed. Only one pallet should help. Chickens have reproduced, so now we have 180 chickens total. That is all my little pen fits. So I haven't sold any eggs yet. Still haven't sold any honey because our bees don't produce during the winter. But we're gonna go down here to the market, and I think I have just enough to place what I would like to place down here at my little market. We've had some customers stop by our little market, and you know, we are going to be approaching the heavy winter time, and so we are going to give them an opportunity here to also purchase from our little market. So let's go into the build screen here, and in the build screen we are going to get another one of these here propane things, and we're gonna set it behind our little market. That way our customers can buy some product from our little market, and they'll be able to have propane at their own little farmsteads in the area of Calmlands. So we'll buy this for $3,800. We now only have $182, but that fits there really nice. If I get enough money, I could put, you know, a smaller one on each side or a couple more bigger ones there next to it. That'll also help offset some of our interest. Now we've got two propane cages, one for our own little property, and now one for customers to start buying some propane from us as they stop by our little market. Okay, the other thing we're going to do to help us make a little bit of money before we move into February is I'm going to show you what I have discovered. That was in episode 6 that I said I didn't think was working. Well, it's working. I have figured out where it works. So, since the latest game update for precision farming, my dump triggers for modded sell points or production points, more importantly production points, the dump triggers seem to have moved from the production point. They're not originally where they were when I first placed them and when I'd been utilizing them prior to the update. So we'll go down here to the salt production and just show you. The salt production, I never had to lower my trailer, you know, my trailer that I did have before, it just dumped right in there. Well, now it seems like this fill trigger here for this salt production is lower in the ground. Ooh, now it's working there though. It's working there though. On this one without lowering. Earlier, I could have swore I had to just lower it, but now it pops up. Okay, it is full. So now let's go over to the greenhouse here and I'll show you what's going on at the greenhouse. Okay, same thing we'll find out here. See, I never had to lower, but now on this one I have to lower for it to show up. And there is my trigger now. It seems to be a little bit further to the left of the barrel as we look at that barrel. Before it was to the right. I could have swore it was, yeah. Okay, so that's full. Okay, the one that really has moved is my dump trigger for my little market. The little market dump trigger used to be right out here in front, right where the icon is, right there behind our water tank. Okay, well now we have to lower it, and it's clear over here on the corner of this little terraforming bump we have. So just watch as we drive over that direction. You will see my water trigger. See, there's my dump trigger. Now, for the little market, at least for the water. I don't know about everything else yet, but for the water. So we'll sell this bit of water here to show you can sell water at that little market. That'll help our money a little bit. $413 for that little bit of water. It wasn't a full tank, but yeah. Alright, now, like I said, we are going to roll into February. So we will do that and then see what we need to do next. Alright, let's put our water tank back here. We'll detach that. We'll just keep the pallet forks on for now. Put the tractor in the shed, out of the elements. we could shut the door. And let's go to sleep. Wow, okay. We are $300 to the good. Well, setting down that other propane sales down there at our little market may have helped our dilemma we would have had. Okay, well, we are in February. Our meadow grass has grown some more, so I think it's time to cut that. Let's check our silage bunker. Okay, our silage bunker is fermented to 100%. All right, well, we should see what silage is selling for. Silage is selling for $2.21 at our little market. Not too bad. So I think we'll go ahead and we will start to sell our silage. We got 29,142 liters. Okay, let's get that going. And before we get that going, let's go down and see if our grass field has grown a little bit. That silage sales will help us tremendously. Okay, I think our field of grass, oh yeah, it has really grown here. I think it's time to do a bunch of grass mowing too. Potentially, we could stock that. Start stocking our silage bunker again. That would be awesome. I'm really considering on either changing my chickens out for cows. I'm thinking about cows, or making my chicken pen bigger. So we might be selling our eggs here soon and selling our chickens. But let's get the tractor out, and we will start by cleaning up some silage. Oh yeah, we need to check the news ad, the classifieds on my cell phone app too, and see what the used sales are here at the store on Calmlands. So let's look at my phone app here a second. Okay, used sales. Wow, look at that. Only $10,000 for that spreader. Wow, okay. 26,000 for the truck, 32,000 for the tractor. And we missed out on our tree planter. Yeah, well. Okay, well, we might have to keep that spreader in watch, but we'll see. We don't necessarily really need it, but that would be nice. All right, we got to get our bucket on our tractor loader here, and we've got to get our weight on and go get the rest of the curtain blanket. Whoops. Get the rest of the blanket removed off of our silage pile. Canola field looks really nice. Alright, let's see if we can get the rest of this off of there. Okay, is this... Oh, there we go. There we go. Okay, now we got it. Bumpty bump. Alright, let's see if we can get back into here again. We got to get that blanket off. This is kind of the way you had to do it in FS25. This is my first silage bunker of product in 25. It doesn't want to come up as easy. All right, let's yeah, let's get back in here and let's go about. Oh, there it goes. There it goes. We just had to. There, okay. Now let's get this last little bit here. Sweet, okay, let's grab that. Alright, we've got a silage bunker, or a bucket started with some silage in it. Alright, we need our trailer so we can start loading up silage and get it sold. Let's run behind the shed here and get our trailer. Oh, that silage is pretty heavy on this little tractor. Okay, let's get over there. And this'll be really nice. This will be really nice income. I should probably use it to pay down some of my debt like I said I needed to do, but we will see. It'd be really nice to consider some other equipment options. Like, I don't know. A loading wagon would be really nice. I just don't think we're going to get enough money out of this. I don't know what we'll get out of this. If we could get a loading wagon, that would be really nice. A loading wagon would be really beneficial right now. A baler, you know, could always think about a baler and then wrapping bales, but we really don't need to wrap bales. We've got a silage bunker. So, and it, you know, you got to plan ahead. You got to plan ahead is what you need to do. And this is, yeah, this is really nice, everybody. 29,000 liters. We're basically gonna be like quadrupling our what would be our hay out of here if we had 29,000 liters of hay. Instead, we'll be quadrupling our money pretty much. It's just gonna be great. It'll be interesting to see what I actually get for money off of all of this. Alright, we're gonna go ahead and load first load here with you, and then I think I'm either gonna time lapse or jump cut. Probably gonna jump cut, everybody. I might do screenshots of the sales. We'll see what I decide. But we'll get this. I think the wagon is full. So we got our first 9,000 liters here. Alright, we're just going to sell down here to our little market. See what we can get for our first load. And we need to start saving money to buy fertilizer, seed, and lime again too, everybody. Our biggest grass field here right in front of our productions, it hasn't been limed, so we're not getting the best money off of it. Yeah, $531 for that. That's nice. we'll sell there. We got some more potatoes and spring onions and strawberries out of our greenhouse. So we got 1,858 and 500 and some. So basically, we're getting about $2,300 per load. Just over 2,300, just over barely, but yeah, this is going to be nice. Okay, well, I'm going to go ahead and we will load up some more, everybody. We should have definitely 2 more full loads and then a partial load left. So we should have, yeah, about 2 more sales, I think, for sure. And then a partial load. So 2,300 and 2,300. It's 20 or 46. We could potentially get another $6,000 or so, maybe something like that. We might be up to about $8,000 or $9,000 total after we get this all sold here. So we'll bring you back for, I think, the last load, everybody. I don't know if I'll do screenshots or not, but we will see you in just a couple minutes. Welcome back, everybody. Well, we did some silage sales. We still have one more silage sale to do with you, but before we do that, we now have $7,637. I have some new plans in mind, so I'm going to sell my Teddy and this 1,000-liter in-game bucket. So we're going to sell those 2 things. First off, we will repaint the bucket for $41. And we will sell the bucket for $1,440. We will repair the Teddy for $1. We will repaint it for $82. And we will sell it for $731. Okay, now we're going to go buy something. We're going to spend a little money. And I hope this works because I didn't test it. We're going to go into here. We are going to buy this thing right here. And buy it. We will, let's see what the colors are. Let's see what change. Can we get Case IH red? How much? Ooh, $500. No. Okay, we will change that back to the default. Okay, let's just buy it like this. Buy. $5,100. We will go to the combinations by R3, and we want to, I believe, buy this one here for $2,600. What's the cover on this one? If we take the cover off, oh, on the side there, I see. We'll put the cover on there for $2,600. Okay, we're down to $1,984. Hopefully my wagon connects to that. That's the only thing I don't know. So we are about to find out if this is gonna work or if this is how we do this. I think we need that piece. Whoa! Okay, we don't want it like... Oh, come on now. Seriously. Watch, Rusty can't drive. Ah, man, we just barely touch it. Okay. WrestleMania with the, oh my goodness sakes, really? Alright, now, I don't want to get close to it. Doesn't that connect? There we go. Oh, man. Talk about struggles. Okay, now let's hope my wagon connects to this. I think it will, but let's pray it does. I am doing this to help save me from having to use front loader and bucket loading my grass now. And I've decided I'm gonna wait on making hay because I have another idea for the hay. Oh, we've got to sell our silage. Oh, wrong thing. Okay. Sell our last load of silage with you. Let's see what we get. We've got 2,048 liters. This will help the money a little bit. $543. I gotta remember too that we gotta pay some debt. Try to pay some debt. Drop our wagon. Please connect. If it doesn't connect, I'm in trouble. Alright, we are in business. We have ourselves a loading wagon. Alright, now I'm gonna get rid of my front loader. I don't want it on right now. So we'll drop that. Well, let's see how well this thing works. Now, we're only going to be, you know, picking up 7,000 liters instead of 9,000 liters at a time now because we're only using our wagon, but we'll save on having to raise and lower our what do you want to say, our bucket all the time. Okay, now I think we should be able to let's bring up the help menu for a minute. I think Okay, pipe out, pipe in, pipe out. Okay, unfold harvester. Oh, there. It automatically does it. Okay, when you unfold it. Okay, that's what I wanted to look at. Okay, now let's lower that, engage it, and this should pick up my grass off the ground, I think. Sweet. It is, and it's thrown it in my trailer so far. Is this gonna work? Seems to be working okay. The only thing I'm concerned about is it feels like I'm not getting as many liters. Alright, we gotta get turned around here. This is gonna be the tough part with this thing. If we raise that up, can we move a little quicker if we raise that up? Yeah, we can. Oh, we are at our chicken pen collision. Collision with the chicken pen. Alright, we're picking up grass. This could take a little bit, everybody. I could save on this. Ooh, I feel like it actually didn't get everything on that first pass. It's still picking up stuff off the ground. Okay. Alright, we gotta turn around here again. Like I said, this is oh, I know. I need a better trailer, I think. But this is working. The only thing about this too is we're not going very fast when we're picking this up. That's the other thing to think about. We are not going very fast. It might be helpful to windrow this. Might be really helpful if we windrowed it. But we'll try it and see what it's like. So far, okay. It was a lot of money that we just spent too. I just tired of teddying all this to grass. Or all this to hay, unless I found a better teddy. That would be the only other thing, is a better teddy. Now I could sell this equipment back and I'd probably get pretty close to what I lost in the original purchase, but we'd want to do it right away. Okay, so what do we have for teddies really quick. 6,000 for 4.4 meters. 8,000 for 5.5 meters. What was my other one? The one I was using was not sure how many meters it is. It doesn't say. It's not say how many meters. Okay, what can I get a windrow for? A decent windrow. I don't really have enough money for a decent windrow right now, except for that one, which does work. Yeah, we're just gonna try it like this for now and save on that money. Ooh. Okay, I forgot to lower it. I was wondering why we was going so fast. We need to lower the pickup. We're driving on our wheat or barley field, wheat field, whatever it is. I mean, it seems that it's working okay. This might just take a little while. Alright, everybody. Well, you now can see how I'm gonna load up some grass. And if I decide to buy a teddy back, we can buy a teddy back. It's only $800, give or take. So, not that big of a deal to get the thing back to make hay. It does seem that it's missing some when it picks it up, though. That's the only thing. Oh no, we're just gonna really want to be careful. See, now here's the spot up here that we did already. See, I don't think it's picking up everything. Man, when this was a great idea, it was a great idea. I don't know if it's so much a great idea anymore. Well, I'm gonna go with it for now. Man, I don't know. I don't know, everybody. Don't seem like that is working the best. We didn't get much ground covered either. Yeah, see, it just doesn't seem like it's picking it all up. Maybe it is, I don't know. We may have been quicker with the out doing it this way and doing it with the front loader. I think we really need to windrow this. That might help tremendously. Yeah, maybe we should windrow. $2,527. And there it goes again. It seems like it's just, yeah, I think we need to windrow. I think maybe that's why it's not picking up everything, is it's not traveling smooth along the ground. It's happened to, it's hitting bumps as we're driving across the grass because it's not windrowed, so it's level then not level, and then it's not picking up some spots. Let's windrow a little bit of it and try it again before we decide to sell this thing. Okay, we're gonna power it down, disconnect the wagon, gonna disconnect the head off of it. There, and disconnect. Oh, I didn't want to do that. It's back. Oh, my goodness sakes. Again. Oh, my goodness. There. Now. There. Leave that there. Okay, now. Let's get a windrow. Welcome back, everybody. Well, as you can see, we have just about finished this grass harvest, and we have gotten a very substantial amount of grass. You will see what that amount is once we get down here to the other end and we go to put this in the silage bunker. It's been a good thing, I think. I first was unsure whether or not to use this mod or not, or go back to loading it all with the front loader in the bucket and turning it to hay. But I've decided to change out from hay for a while and do silage. So we're just picking up grass to go make silage. I have sold some of the grass, like I think only like 3 or 4 loads. I didn't keep those in the, you know, part of the video. So our money is only at $4,862. So we don't have a lot of money, but we are doing okay. The other thing about this is I wish it was about a half a meter wider at least, or even a meter wider with pickup width, because you always got to go back and see if it's missed anything. Like right here, it just missed some. It doesn't seem to get all of it picked up. That's the only thing that I don't care for. I wish the pickup width was a little bit better. Or I don't know if it can't keep up with the amount of grass it's picking up. But anyway, not too bad. Looks like we are done with that grass harvest. We'll go ahead, put the pipe in, and we will fold the harvester now. And we can go disconnect it away from our wagon. Whoa! Okay, yeah, see, there's collisions on the corners of those pastures. Not too fond of that. Okay, let's disconnect there, and we'll just set this here for right now. There we go. Alright, we got our last little bit of grass. It's going to go in our silage bunker, and you will just see how much grass we got off of this area here. So the area that we cut, if we go into our landscape screen, into painting, whoops, and let's change our brush shape so you can see that. There's our circle, our little white circle. We mowed all of this here, right down to the corner of our grass field. You can see all that there on over and back up and then around here and along our inroad into our little farmyard. So pretty decent sized area. And we just kept it all as grass going into this silage bunker, and look how full this silage bunker is, and I'm very impressed with this silage bunker as well. Now this is only like the second silage bunker harvest that I've done in all of FS25. So let's unload here, dump this in. The one thing I will say, at least for me anyway, but I haven't done it with any in-game silage bunkers, is the compacting of the chaff in a silage bunker takes not even like a quarter of the work to compact it as it did in FS22 or 19. It doesn't take very long at all to compact it. I don't know if you guys noticed that at all, but it doesn't take much work at all. We just put down that whole load there, and now I've been compacting as I've been dumping too. Maybe that's a big reason, but it doesn't seem like it takes near as much effort to compact it to 100%. See, we're at 100%. We have 269 liters in here. 108,269 liters. We are going to cover this, blanket it. Okay. Give me my... There, I wasn't in far enough. Blanket. Yes. Let's see if it leaked anywhere. I don't see it leaking anywhere, so I'm very impressed with this silage bunker. Usually the ones I've always chose from the mod hub, on occasion they seem to leak. So, very nice job. Alright, well, we have $4,862. We're going to spend a little bit of money here, everybody. Let's move the tractor and the wagon out of the way. And we're going to show you what we're going to do. I have a plan that is going to be very helpful, I believe. So we're going to go right over here. We're going to go into silos. We're going to go down here to this one, which is the same size as our existing one. And we are going to get another bunker. The reason for another bunker, we have another grass field, okay? So my thought process here is I can space out my silage harvest a month at a time. So let's get this one placed in here at a decent price, hopefully. let's go check it out. I think it's gonna be okay. I don't think there's too much of a problem. I don't see anyway. So I think it'll work. I guess we'll find out. So what I want to do then is our other grass field harvest will get stored in that silage bunker. And it should ferment a month later. So we have a potential, I have a feeling of, you know, in like, what would it be, like 3 or 4 months from now, having like over 200,000 liters of silage to sell, which would be really nice. Something like that. I'm just taking an estimation. Alright, let's get our front loader here. We're going to do something else here before we conclude this episode, everybody. I also have a plan for our existing farmyard here in the very near future with our money that we're going to earn. Farmyard is going to change a little bit, everybody. We're going to do like a RustyMoney upgrade, hopefully with our silage harvest. Now, the other thing to consider, everybody, is I kind of challenged myself. We didn't pay anything in January to the bank, so we were supposed to try and pay $10,000 in February here. So we do got a little bit of produce here we can sell. So we're gonna just sell it here at our little market. We'll see what we get for this. Maybe we'll come close to 10,000, maybe we won't. My salt production now, you see, we do have that opportunity to sell as well. But I don't want to sell the salt production stuff. I'm kind of hoarding my salt production stuff right now. I just don't want to sell it yet. It's kind of my emergency fund. How about that? Let's get these here. We're going to come very close, I think, to getting to our 10,000. See, we're at 8,000 now. Oh yeah, $10,423. Nice. Okay, we can do it. We ain't gonna have much money going into March, but that's okay. We'll figure out a way. Oh, there is a way that we can make a little money. There is a way. So let's make a little bit of money here, because I do want to do something. Yeah, we'll make a little bit of money here, a little bit to survive to the next month. Let's go ahead and sell our eggs here. I was gonna hoard those as well, but we're gonna be doing a RustyMoney upgrade up here. So we'll need to sell these eggs. So we're just gonna sell them down here at the little market. Man, I do not like that collision on these corners of the pasture. We will get down here and sell these eggs to our little market. Now, the interesting thing, everybody, while doing my grass work, I was watching episodes by Zorch Farming, and he had the same exact thought I did with the propane behind the little market. No, I'm not talking to Zorch Farming, and no, I'm not trying to copy anybody else, everybody. So we got $3,827. It's just really funny how Zorch Farming and I have had a lot of uh, ideas come to fruition, fruition, however you say that, in my mind. What he thinks of, I also think of, or what I think of, he also thinks of. It's just very, very funny. I didn't see him put his propane tanks behind his little market yet, but we have already. The only thing is who knows when this episode's gonna release, everybody. I just found it very funny. So apologies, I'm totally not trying to copy anybody at all, nor do I even want to. The hard thing about that, like you all know, is we all have access to some of the same mods and stuff like that. Alright, let's put the tractor in the shed here. We're gonna grab ourselves a cup of coffee and check my sales ad on my phone quick. Alright, well, in the sales ads, there is really not too much I'm interested in right now because we have to pay the bank. So let's do that. We'll send the bank their money by my phone app. So we will go to finances and we will repay 10,000. We are down to $465,000 debt now, everybody, as we've been paying 5,000 each month, and we have so far been pretty successful, except for 1 month, and now this month we paid 10,000 instead of 5,000. So, I think I'm gonna leave it here, everybody, for this episode. If you enjoyed this episode, please leave me a tasty treat on that like button, which is better known by myself as a cop battery and by you all people as a delicious donut. Please leave us comments in the comment section, and please share a box of donuts with all our friends and family by sharing the videos and the live streams from the channel. But from myself, RustyMoney, we will see you all on the flip side, everybody. Have a good one.